Well, ladies and gentlemen, hello. This is PeterPromo here, broadcasting live from 7 Mile, Detroit, Michigan. We're going to be talking about things that's on my mind right now. In fact, that should be the title. Things that are on my mind. Yeah. So let's start off first. I want to talk about a couple of African Americans in prominent roles in pop culture right now. Let's start off first with a very simple subject. I feel like this needs to get in and out real quick. Black Panther, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, first black leading male action hero character. Oh wait, we forgot about Blade. He is a man who wears a skin tight cat outfit in a strong response to DC's Catwoman. Marvel created the Black Panther character to be a male character who's feline esque. I'm not sure, but at the end of the day, love him or hate him, he's a black man wearing a skin tight cat uniform complete with cat ears. Whatever else you want to say about him, good or bad, I just want that to be at the beginning of it. So that's Black Panther. Coming out, I believe, in February. Let's keep this moving. Let's go to a character that right now, if you're hip to the WWE, that's the World Wrestling Entertainment, there's a new black character named Velveteen Dream. If you look at any footage of this guy, you can tell off rip that, it seems like they're pushing a homosexual agenda for African Americans in there. However, I will tell you that you should think twice before jumping to that conclusion. Velveteen Dream is nothing revolutionary, nothing that hasn't been seen before. In fact, some people consider him like a second coming of like a Gold Dust. But I think the thing that makes him a little bit different from Gold Dust is this Rick Rude like attitude. You know what I'm saying? He plays up, if you watch any footage of him, he plays up this very Prince. I'll say Prince. I think because a lot of black people respond well to Prince. I think a lot of people can just look at Prince and be like, and you know what you're really thinking, but in the black community you got to kind of represent your people. Yes, Velveteen Dream has a Prince-esque vibe, and frankly, I am okay and in fact very happy with the character because it doesn't fit the mold that WWE normally puts out there, which are like big, bald, muscular guys who with frowns on their faces, or even worse, black guys who sing, dance, smile too much. Those are the prominent black. Even The Rock first came out as a smile. I'm smiling. And if you look across the board, almost all of WWE's black characters have been big, bald black dudes who are always angry, or dudes who smile, sing, and dance. So I think for this is a departure from the norm. It's a bit out there, and I can see the people who would feel offended by that character. But I like it. I think it's different, and you know what I mean. I like to troll the people who don't understand. This is what I'll call a side note. Here's a side note. The movie How High, starring Redman and Method Man. The movie How High was produced by Danny DeVito. So I'm just throwing that out there because that was just sweet. I was recently informed that Marvel Comics had a writer who apparently for years has been writing under the alias, I don't know the name, but it's an Asian name, just unapologetically Asian, no mistaking, could never be a white guy. And a lot of people are angry about this, and I'm kind of like, you guys are just now seeing that this, you never heard of Elvis? Okay, so anyways, that's happening right now in the comic book world, and apparently people are freaking out. Non-black people are freaking out about that. So that's what's happening right now. People stealing Asian identities and then using it to claim fame, and apparently people are saying that it's making jobs difficult for those people of the actual race that was plagiarized. So nothing new for the black community. let's keep it moving. Two things that I'm gonna end off on are two cool little movie things that I recently, I recently watched. I sat down. I was working on some videos, which meant that I had a lot of rendering to do, and during that render time, which is heavy rendering time, I don't want to use the computer for other things. I don't want things crashing. I don't want things rendering it finished. I watched two movies, and I think that both of them had things that I think were worth highlighting in what I would maybe call things that I think are worth highlighting in movies that I saw. The first one is from the movie, I think it's from 2010. It's called Hot Tub Time Machine. Now, I know a lot of you guys are saying, oh yeah, that's a classic. I like that movie. I had not seen it in quite a long time. The second one bombed. It was awful. Goddamn. I don't care if it bombed or if it was great. I saw it and I thought it was fucking awful. So that's my, anyways, going back to that movie, there's a character that I think a lot of people may have forgotten about because you just remember the main details. Crispin Glover, maybe known from Willard, maybe you know him from Back to the Future, maybe you know from Charlie's Angels. Crispin Glover, he doesn't steal the show, but it's just so campy. It's almost like him. It's definitely not on the level of, but it feels like almost the campiness of having Bill Murray in Zombieland. Crispin Glover kills it. There's the storyline of him losing his arm. Actually, it was the right arm, and that just plays out beautifully throughout the entire thing. It's all a who's who. You put him in all these different situations because in the future we know he loses his arm. So then when they go back in time, he's in an elevator and you think he's about to get his arm ripped off there, and then he's like gotta help these guys off the roof. He's gotta help like 4 guys, and like, oh, this is how he loses his arm. Great, just it's something you forget about, and maybe I'm spoiling it for you to make you not want to go see it again, but there is plenty in Hot Tub Time Machine to make you go see that again. That was dope. And then lastly, MacGruber from Saturday Night Live character, Will Arnett. Nope, not Will Arnett. Bill Hader. Nope, that's not him either. Will Forte. Will Forte, it was up there. Amazing job. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say amazing like I don't know, like Castaway or some, whatever. But for a comedy and just great comedic timing, amazing job. There's that scene. I think everyone remembers that he was putting the group together, and there's like all these WWE characters. Like what happened? I'm sure there's news and reasons why, but all these WWE characters were in the movie. Chris Jericho. Kane, the Great Khali, Mark Henry's putting all this team together, and they've got these cut scenes, and then it cuts to the Big Show, and I remember this, that he Big Show he's at the zooms up to his face, and he goes to get it, grabs a drink from his friend or whatever. At first it's just like this guy who just gives him a drink at the car shop, and then Big Show proceeds to aggressively, you can tell that he did this in maybe 2-3 takes, and on this take he kissed him, and then he knew he didn't want to do this take at all anymore. He just went in on this dude, and I remembered that it was going to happen, but what I forgot about was that apparently there's some major I don't put it like this, I died laughing. But there was some major homophobic, maybe executive producers might say, because he's building all this team up, and then he gets the Big Show and he's gay, I guess. And then when every time he cuts to a person that he grabs for the team, he cuts back to the list and he circles them off the list, or circles them in the list. Well, Big Show does the gay, just kisses a guy, and then it comes back to the list and he just scratches his name off, and I was just dying laughing, and I'm just thinking Jesus Christ. We are in such a PC time nowadays that would be totally unacceptable nowadays. Nowadays that you could not get away with having a scene where a guy's like, oh, he's gay? Oh, I don't want him on my team. It was so funny. It was so just ridiculous. Just ridiculousness. So that was a hidden gem for me as well from the movie MacGruber. Big Show being gay and then getting written off the team because he's gay. Because I guess that Thank you for watching. If you guys want to check out more stuff from Peter Promo, head on over to Instagram or Twitter at Peter Promo. And as always, be yourself, because everybody else is already taken.